Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you all doing? This is Chris Lucci Initiative, giving life a meaning. So, today's program. Oh, what time is it? Oh, okay. We have about 4 minutes to go. Okay. So, I just have to come on to get things ready. Okay. But, anyways, when you are joining us, please don't forget to share our programs. Okay. Don't forget to reach out to us if there is any topic you want us to talk about or you want us to relate to it, okay? Always reach out to us. We have our number out there and we have our the inbox, the messenger, okay? We check that as well, so you can always reach out to us, okay? Suggestions, anything at all, your feedbacks are always welcomed, okay? Any feedback, okay, how we can, proceed. We all need you. Together we can achieve this good cause. Together we can do it. So thank you for joining. You can share the program, okay? You can give us some likes and love. You can comment, feel free. Okay. So we have what time is it now? We have about 2 minutes to go, right? So today's topic is needs versus wants. Needs versus wants. So we'll see what our speakers, are they our speakers or guests? We'll see what they have for us today. Okay. So I think they will be hosting me, right? Yeah, that's what it is. So they will be hosting me. So we'll be talking about needs versus wants. Okay. What are the things we need and what are the things we want? Are they the same? Our need the same with our wants? Do we give them the same priority? Do we treat them equal? Do we, handle them the same? Or do we manage them? Do we maintain them? So needs versus wants. So we'll see how to go around it today. Welcome to the program. So our first guest is here. I should be calling myself guest, right? Yeah, so I am the guest, if I'm not mistaken. So welcome, welcome to the
Thank you.
program. Good evening. Can you hear me? You can hear me today, right? Okay, so I'm waiting for our second person. Oh, good evening. Hola, we miss you. Where have you been? Long time. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're safe. I hope everything is good. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. We missed you. Merry Christmas. So, today's program, again, the topic is needs versus wants. And if you have questions, you can ask your questions on the comment section. You can as well suggest any topic you want us to talk about on the comment section, okay? So we are here for you. We are almost, this is 7 p.m. So we are kicking up right now. Okay. So wants, needs. How do we handle these two people? How do we handle them? The wants and needs, our wants and our needs. How do we handle them? Okay. In order to have much more efficiency in our plans or things we do, how do we handle these two words? Because they influence our lives, they impact our lives, so we have to find a way to go around them. Okay. I'm waiting for my co-hosts to join the program. Don't forget, you remember I promised you all that I'm going to get a music or a song, something to entertain you all. If I come online while waiting for our guests. So I haven't done that, but I promise, I will do that. Okay. We're getting better. We can always get better. So since you're here, if he hasn't joined yet, so we can continue while waiting for
Okay,
her.
okay. Our topic for today is needs versus wants. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Okay. So I want you to talk to us about the meaning of wants and needs and why should there be a clash between the two.
Okay. So meanwhile, before we start this program, okay, we have the pilots and let's please recognize the pilots of our program. Okay. There is this man, there is this, being that has been behind all the goodies you see out there. I'm the Father again. We've gathered here in your name. We thank you. We praise your holy name and we ask for your grace. We ask for your wisdom. We ask for your knowledge to send your message out there to impact the life. Thank you, Father, and thank you for the co-hosts that we have today, our viewers. May we all come together, deliberate, and be able to achieve the aim of the program. Amen. All right, welcome, Ife. Welcome to the program. Okay, so the question you have for me is to differentiate between wants and needs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so pretty much I will go with needs because that's more, significant. So the needs there, they are those things, our needs, they are necessities. Okay. So they are the things we need. They are the things, important items or things we need for a living. Okay. They are required, is a requirement. Okay, we can't survive without those, so that is why they are needs. Okay, why wants? Wants, our wants, they are opposite. Okay, being opposite doesn't mean we don't need, we don't, they are not necessary. Okay, but again, we are setting it, we have to go, in order of priority. So some of our wants, we can still survive without them. We can still live without them. But they play their role, and their role, okay, they just help, to enhance the living, the quality of living. Okay. So they just are there like spices, okay, the ingredients that adds up to those our needs. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay, thank you so much for that definition. Can you give us examples of what can be want and what do we have underneath, like to make us understand what you mean.
Okay, like I said, the needs, okay, they are necessities, just like shelter, okay, house, shelter, where to put our head, okay, they are our needs, okay, and
Yeah.
clothes, like the clothes we wear, okay, they are our needs. The quality, the brand is not, we fall on the wants, okay. If you want it Louis Vuitton, or if you want it clothes that, a good clothes and all of those, okay. If you want it Fendi, so that's where you are now stretching to, the wants, okay. But the clothing, okay, we wear, they are our needs as well. Food we eat, okay, the water we drink, the family we come from, we need family, okay. So there are many, like there are necessities, okay, we need for a living. Without those, without those, there wouldn't be life. We can survive, okay. And then for the wants, okay, now I will now use those examples, okay. Like clothes is a need, okay, but now you can now think on the brands, okay, maybe want a specific brand, so you are now stretching to wants, okay. The food we eat is a need, and when you're now stretching it with the how many or the quantity of ingredients you want for that, that's it's up to you, it's optional, okay. So pretty much you're using it just to enhance the quality of already needs that you have, okay. So this will be how, the way I will kind of simplify that. Thank you. Did I answer your question? Hello. Okay, if you're
Can you
here,
hear
you
me?
can take it from there. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If wants are what you have defined them to be, then why are they also important in the grand scheme of things?
You mean the wants?
Yes, if they feel like we said needs are in order of hierarchy, needs are better than needs are more important than wants, but wants are also important. Why are they important? If, then why they can be done away with? Like if you have a clothes which they need, you are already dressed. So why is it that we humans, like why is it that people still want a want? I don't know if I'm if you understand what I mean.
Yes, ma'am. I think I got your question. Okay.
So why do we want a
Now,
want?
okay. Now remember, okay, wants is like enhancement. Okay. We just use them to enhance the quality of life. You already have that quality. That's your need. Okay. So you can now, those your wants, they just add, they just enhance, they just add, extra, okay, to what you already need. They are like luxury, okay. Some
Okay.
of them, that's why I say some of them, okay, help us to enhance the quality of the living, okay. They're not going to make create a living. There is already a living which are our needs, but they help to enhance the quality of that living, or of the living, okay. So
Yeah.
is a order of priority. This thing is personal, it's a mindset, okay. Wants are good because again they help to increase the quality, or to make the life to add ingredients, okay, to what we already have. But it should be, you know uh, it should be planned. When you're talking of wants, okay, you plan wants. If you're gonna get wants, okay, you plan for it, because you can survive without those. So if you're getting it, it is something to plan out for.
Okay.
For example, you want a car, good car, you know, to go to work, okay? Or to drive around, you know, to run for your daily activities. There are other options, okay? There is a train, there is a bike, there is even walk and all of those, you know. Those, like I said, the game is just adding, you know, adding extra to the life you already have, the enhancement. We can still survive without those, okay? But to make the life maybe, you know, to add more quality, okay, to life, you can now say, yes, I need my own personal car. It's a want, okay? And I don't see anything wrong with it. But I see everything wrong with it when you are going for that car and you're going for something you cannot maintain, or something that you cannot afford, or something maybe you have to use the credit card or you have to borrow money to, you know, to buy that. And then you are going for a brand, a particular brand, you know. If you're going to get a particular brand, make sure, plan for it, number one, because it's a want. So you have to have this mindset. If it is a want, okay, number one, plan for it. Secondly, if you plan for it, plan for its maintenance. Okay, make sure it's something you can maintain, because our want should give us comfort and not discomfort. It should make us happy and not causing us pain. If you're buying a brand of car that, you know, for you to maintain the car, you have to like knock on everybody's doors. I mean, is it worth it? That's where the mistake comes in. Okay. So, but
Yeah.
if you want something and you plan for it, you set up something for it, okay? You plan in my language, they say "Anelu," you have to be equal to that, okay? You don't just
Yeah.
rush into things because people are doing it, and you know, plan for it and have resources for that. You know, I mean, there are many things we can, this is a very big topic. There are many things we can talk and talk and talk, okay? You want to buy a house, like rent a house. You know you can comfortably take care of or afford 2-bedroom flats. And you are going for 3-4 bedrooms. And then by the year, before the year end, you will be going back and forth with the landlord. Before the year end, you will be running, you know, here and there to people. I mean, it's no longer giving you comfort, it's discomfort, it's causing you pain, you know, it's not even giving you rest or peace of mind. So is it worth it? So it's okay, like I said, the needs, the needs is already there. They are the basic, they are the necessity. Those things will need, okay, for a living. You need them. We can't survive without those. So we need them to survive. But once we have to be smart about it. They are good. They
Yeah.
enhances the quality of life. But you have to be up to it. Okay? You have to plan for it. You have to be equal to it. You don't do it because others are doing. Go with what you can afford and enjoy it. It should, like I say, it should give us comfort and not discomfort. You know, and I'm going to stop there before I will just take it off. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. My co-host, I don't know if you have any question. Please shoot.
Hello.
I like. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
Oluchi,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to ask, do you really think, I know that this is like a universal definition of needs and wants. However, in reality, in the grand scheme of things, in reality, in real life,
Mm-hmm.
do you actually think that your definition of needs actually is suitable for everybody? Do you not think that it actually could be different for different people? I mean, when you relate it to what people are up to and the different goals, that do you not think that things that seem primary may not be the same for everybody.
Okay. Again, we are focusing, when you bring topic or, referring to things, you focus on standard. Okay. There are exemptions, there are exceptionals. Okay. So what I'm focusing on is the standard. But then if I'm going to take the question, if I'm going to, direct you to your question, based on the needs, okay, definitely our needs are necessities. There are the things we need to survive. Do you agree with me on that?
Reasonably, yes.
Okay.
Reasonably.
Okay. So I think that is, that is taken care of, because those needs, we may still survive, without them, but it's tough, and remember, this life where we are, there is a purpose. And one of it is to live the life of our purpose. We have our purpose of being here, okay? Now, when you take it to those needs, there are needs, there are things we need to make our life, to live a good life, okay? If we don't, like a shelter is a home. I may not be able to afford that home or afford the shelter, but guess what? I can go anywhere and get that shelter. But do I need it to survive? Yes, I need something under my roof. Okay. So it's either I afford it or I go elsewhere, share with someone, either way, regardless of, how it happens, but definitely I need it. So I don't know if I address that. Hello?
Yes, you actually did that. I can hear you. You actually did. I like the fact that you recognize that there are exceptions, and then there could be, it's not a one-way traffic situation.
Mm-hmm.
There could be other situations where what seems like a need may not necessarily be pivotal to someone, and it's still okay. I think I like the fact that you mentioned that, and you actually clarified on that too. And then the second question I want to ask is that do you not think that there are situations where one needs one may, as a matter of necessity, place their wants above their needs? Okay, let me rephrase.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
because
I got it,
let's
but
look
that's
at the
fine.
fact that
Mm-hmm.
okay, so let's look at the facts that we see wants at secondary.
Okay.
Wants are actually very secondary. They are like things that enhance our lives, things that give us more comfort. And then I know personally, I have seen situations where it looks like what should be a want is given priority over a need. And then it looks very okay. So I am wondering, do you not think that at times situations like that could arise, and then it's still okay? And then it's still okay when it happens.
Okay. My
Would you want me to give an
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead with the example. Yes.
Oh, seems our network is
Yeah.
okay. While we try to restore our network, away from our question, I'll keep the question aside, back to it. Maybe she comes back.
Okay.
I have a question for you. Personally, I struggle. I know how to differentiate between my wants and my needs, but my greatest problem is impulsive buying. Impulsive buying is like I go to the mall, and I see some very, very nice shoes that are blinking and calling my name and screaming, oh, get me. And before you know it, I've gone into the shop. I didn't plan to buy a shoe, but I love shoes. And I picked the shoe, and before you know, it's easy to swipe my card. And I swipe my card and I pay for it. And then I get one. I'm feeling so bad. Oh God, why did I buy this shoe? I don't need it. I have a lot of shoes already, but I couldn't just resist buying the shoe. So I bought emotionally because I was emotionally attached to it at that point. So in trying to balance my finance, what's your advice for me? How can I deal with this impulsive buying? Because it drains me. And I know I'm not alone. There are people like me who have spoken in the past and they are like that. So what's your advice for someone who is an impulsive buyer?
Okay, thank you. It's a very important, topic. This topic, I will say, okay, I'm gonna respond to it, but let me make this reference, okay? Sometime next year, we'll be dealing on a topic of financial literacy. Like I will always say, if you are going anywhere without a roadmap, without direction, without a plan of where you're going, okay, you just kick your car and going without direction, you will end up in a wrong place. That is if nature is fair. If not, you will go round and round and round and round and come back, and hopefully you make it safe. Okay, that is number one. Okay, then another point there is this. Okay, so first we have to talk on financial intelligence. Okay, financial literacy, because nothing in this life is by accident. There are ways things work in this life. Okay, it's unfortunate that many of us, or most of us, are ignorant of certain things. Most of us are not aware, okay, of a lot of things. But things in this life is like mathematics. There are formulas. There is how life operates, okay? And before getting to a certain thing, in life, like becoming responsible by 18 and all of those, please get financial literacy. Just basic. You are not going into accounting, but get, the basic, so that it's not just having money. You have to have money, but know how to handle your money, know how money works, because there is how money works. And if you're ignorant of that, if we're ignorant of that, we'll keep on going round and round. Anyone can be a millionaire. Anybody can be whatever you want to be, but you have to be intentional about it. And you have to be willing to sacrifice. They come with discipline. There must be a goal, and we follow that diligently. Okay. Now, when it comes to buying, like you said, you are not alone. Okay. We can only avoid those, or we can only exempt ourselves from those by what? Planning. Okay. If you plan, stick to your plan. If you map out things, if you know your budget, if you map out your budget, like discipline ourselves, okay, stick to it. Intentionally stick to it. If you said you might start it small, because remember, it's not easy. Nothing is easy. Okay, we have to train ourselves. We have to that mindset. Okay, redirect, okay, paradigm shift. Okay, we have to walk our brain to a certain direction on that. And it's something, if we are doing it, we should be intentional about it. We should be reminding ourselves. So you can start by, if you are going to the mall, you will tell yourself, this mall, I'm going to get a baby food, for example, like 3 items. And you tell yourself, you write it on a book. Just go to mall, okay? Tell yourself, I'm going with this. I'm coming in with, these 3 items. My dear, go there, get it, and come back. You will be so proud of yourself. You can watch every other thing, but it's not like you have a focus. Okay, I'm telling you, you will be so happy and proud of yourself. Okay, all these things are habits, and the no habit, when you develop habits, it's gonna cost you everything and even more to drop the habits. So one of the ways to work on this, we still have to be intentional. Okay, remind yourself, write it down. There is no way you want to go to the shop and just go on the shop to go and grab one or two things. You will end up coming with 30 items. But write it down, take it there, buy this, check, buy that, check. You get here, you are seeing something is not in my list, you move. It's discipline, my dear, but it's doable, it's workable. Let me give these instances or this example. When I came to America, there is something, a big deal. They call it a Black Friday. Okay? And this Black Friday, my dear, you will buy, I promise you, 90 to 95% of what you will buy on that Black Friday. I hope I'm safe. But this is from experience. 90 to 95% of what you will buy on that Black Friday, they are all your wants that you will end up not using one. Okay? So I did it the first year. My dear, many people even sleep over. I have to leave. Number one, I have to inconvenience myself by leaving my house. Okay? With my little boy then, and we stayed. We got there around 4 a.m. and then we saw many people, okay, that slept, like, stayed there overnight. And that was like, wow. And then at the end of the day, they will say you buy 10 and do. My dear, it was just a ho. I tried it that one time. I never did for my over 10 years in America. I tried it that one time and I never did again. And I survived and I'm here. And by the grace of God, I'm not lacking any of those. I'm not missing any of those. Let me use that word. Okay? So is a mindset, is a habit, so we pay attention to those. The other time my son was asking me, Mommy, a Black Friday? I said yes, and then he was just the same question, and I was like, I did it one time and then I never did. Because of what? It is not worth it for me. Okay? If I have to buy something, I plan for it and get it, but then waiting for that Black Friday and go there and get all of those things that I will never use, and then cluster it everywhere in my house, and next year again, I will still go back and am I growing or am I declining? So I can say this boldly because I live it. I'm telling you, I did it one time, I never did it again. It wasn't a good experience. And I don't no, thank you. Okay. So again, my advice there will be pen and paper, write it down. Be intentional about it. Start with 3 items. Tell yourself, I'm going out, we'll get 3 items. Okay. And go, come back. The next time you're going, you will tell yourself, okay, I'm going to buy a green. Oh, go, this. Go, get it back. Habits, you build it, you develop it. Before you know it, guess what? It becomes part of you. Once in a while, yeah, you can, maybe something you forgot, or yes, maybe you think you have extra for this, then that's okay, but let it not be a habit. Thank you.
Thank you for that really very, very expository definition. You're right. The opposite of impulsive buying is intentional shopping. And intentional shopping has to be discipline and being focused. So that's what I got from the summary of what you say, and I think you just spoke to me. So when I want to buy something, I should ask myself, do I really need this? So, and the focus on the word need. Do I need it? Like, can I do without? If I don't buy, will I die? No, I won't die. So I should go home and not. Because one thing I've realized is that a need, when filled, it sustains you. What they want, when you feel it, it kind of entertain you for that moment. And when you continue to substitute your wants for needs, it will eventually drain you. That's like the summary of everything that you have. So thank you very much. I am Ify. You are welcome back. We missed you. So
I know she's back.
Are you here?
Yeah, she's here.
Okay. So let me give her the floor. Let her
Yeah,
shoot her
so
questions.
I've I've actually been thrown off like most of the time. I think the last thing I heard before I was thrown off the last time was being disciplined, ensuring that you're intentional. Like when you go shopping, you have to stick to the reasons for which you've gone for that shopping. You have 3 items on your list. You have to ensure that you stick to the 3 items that you had planned to buy. And then I missed out the of
Yeah.
Black Friday. I think something was said about
Yeah, that was just personal sharing. That was
that.
just
I
personal sharing.
missed that. I think on infer, I can infer what's said about that Black Friday. So are you saying that, for instance, if one had gone to shop for, let's assume that you've gone for provisions, maybe you have just like you have maybe 3 items you want to buy, I mean, or more than, let's say, 5 items you buy, specific items you want to make purchases of, maybe for this particular month. And then you get to the store and you find out that there are some other items that you have projected to buy the next month. Not that you don't have the funds, but by your projection, you actually want to make the purchases the next time you go to the mall. I wouldn't know what your opinion is. Will it still be
Okay, I like that question. This
to
question,
hold on till the next month when you have to, or you can get them at the same time, being that you are actually getting them at discounted prices? So I want to understand. I don't
Yeah.
know what you said about the Black Friday. Yeah. So I want to understand. Do you think that there's a problem with you getting them at the same time? They are not in your list, but because you're getting them at discounted rates, you're saving money. Literally, um, financial indiscipline. I don't know if there's anything like that, really.
yeah.
So I wouldn't
Okay.
know what your opinion is about that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that question. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I guess you are caught up, but my final statement, I said once in a while. Okay, and maybe you see something, you just want to add up, and you have the money, like you plan, you have that extra. Okay, I say yeah, it's okay as long as it's not a habit. In a year you stick to things you do, and maybe two or 1 or 2 occasions, okay, you go out of it, you still did excellent. Remember, all these things we do, okay, it's not as if you will get them 100%, okay, but at least it keeps you on check, it keeps you on a track, okay. If you know, for example, that you need a sweater, for example, and you go to mall today to purchase maybe 2 other items, and you already plan to get that, and you're going to get it. Unfortunately, it's on sale. Okay. Yeah, get it on sale instead of waiting next year to buy it, at original rate. No, now, okay. Just get it, but no, you are not going to get it again, that whenever, like, it's done, and you get it at a discount level, at a discount rate. So that's smart.
Hmm. Okay, great. Nice. Really. And then there's very common one here in Nigeria. Most ladies in Nigeria get for this. And somehow I have I my opinion about this is very flexible, really. I'm neither here or there, really.
Okay.
I always sit on the fence when it comes to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most of the times here in Nigeria, ladies are called out. People say Nigerian ladies are always buying human hair. Even the one that is earning very little is saving up to buy human hair. Why do you need human hair? You don't have to wear a human hair. A lot of opinions. And then I look at it, most human hairs actually last longer than hairs that are not as original as human hair. So what
Fiber.
this means is that when a lady gets a human hair, maybe quite expensive, or actually has levels. You can get a 20-inch hair at 150. That's premium for you. And then someone can get the same 20-inch hair at about 200 and something, 1,500,000, different levels, different different qualities. Do you understand? So
Mm-hmm.
now you see someone who doesn't earn a lot, maybe somehow they're able to save up and they get this hair. And then you have people criticize, why don't you wear cheap hairs? Why don't you use? So to me, I want to get what your opinion is about this. You see,
Okay.
most synthetic hairs are actually hairs that you use you use per time and you get rid of them. You can't use them anymore. Now, there are some human hairs that people can use over time. You can use them for years, as a matter of fact. You can use them for years. Do you think that there's a problem with somebody in the mass market who actually is not just about looking good, who actually prefers to wear this hair that seems out of their reach, but now they are able to buy it, maybe because they've saved over time, maybe because they have other means of income, they don't have just one stream, and they are able to get it, because they know that this could last them, for lengthier years, as against getting hair every other month. Do you
Okay.
think that there is a problem with this?
Okay. Thank you again for that question. Okay. There was something you mentioned here. You said has saved up. You use that word saved. Okay. Like what I have here. Remember, time, planning, and then satisfaction. Okay. The person didn't have to come to your door and knock. The person, she didn't have to go and steal, to do that. She didn't have to maybe, I mean, you use the word saved. You see, our wants, there is nothing wrong with wants. Not all of them anyways, okay? Because there are wants that we want them, okay? You want to be happy, like you worked for it, you want it, okay? So it's okay. Okay. Now, for someone that have, she has maybe, her assets, like maybe outside her business, whatever even if, let's just, because this is not financial intelligence stuff, okay, let's be real, okay? If you are working and this human hair, you are so passionate, you want it and want it and want it and really want to have one of them, okay? And through the year, you've been, getting your salary taken out a little bit, doing it. And then by December, you afford it. My dear, you planned for it. In my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with it. I am this person, okay, in this life. Whenever things go wrong or whenever things happen, I always ask reason, because sometimes, this wrong and right, you pay attention to that, okay? The reason might be of a good cause, okay? The reason might be, okay, we are not in this life to be depressed and the frustrated. No, we still have to live a good life, okay? But to be up to it, plan for it. And for someone that it took her, almost a whole year, taking off a little bit from her salary, her hard earned, her sweat, to, pat herself at the back. And that's what makes it, that's okay. There is nothing wrong with it. We really have to be careful with critics. Like there is nothing wrong with that. But there is everything wrong with it, okay? When you have to, do everything undoable to get it, when you have to sleep around to get it, when you have to bug everybody around you to get it, when you have to bug your husband and drain him to get it, when you have to deny your family and everyone around you the necessity, to get, there is everything messed up with that. But if you plan for it, work for it and get it, in my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with it. I am a reasonable, by the grace of God, I'm a reasonable thinker.
Okay. I think we are overshooting our time. And
Quite interesting. Very, very expository. So my take out on this is really the fact that your needs are actually primary, they are stable. There are things that we must necessities we must have. And for the wants, from all you have said, is when we have to ensure that we cut our coats according to our cloth.
Period.
I think this is the bane of what you just said, right? Thank you so much. You really dealt with that question appropriately.
Thank you. And at the same time, we don't, we make sure we don't create a habit.
Why can't I hear?
Oh, really? Okay. So if we are doing those, we still have to be smart about those. Our decision has to be smart and all of that. Okay. Thank you. And yeah, we really stretched our time,
Yeah.
but it's okay. So any more questions for me?
One last question before we go.
Okay.
It's the season of 30 December. Emotions are high. People are ready to spend. And so what's your advice to someone who is ready to go out? Because we have this thing, people spend a lot in December, and by January their inbox is asking for urgent 2K. Oh, please, can you help me? And all, I want to travel. So what's your advice for somebody who is ready to get it this December?
Okay, thank you for that question, and I'm glad you actually focused it, in this month, because that is where is just the bone of contention of it now. My message there to everyone, my message there to everybody, please, Christmas will come again, and Christmas will continue to come, as long as God gives us life. There are many Christmas to come. Your peace of mind matters so much. Your joy matters so much. Your hakuna matata, peace, more like innermost peace, it matters. Okay? Work with your schedule. Work with what you've planned for. If you've planned to get half bag of rice for the Christmas, stick to that. I'm careless about whatever that goes around. Okay? There are many Christmas. And this is our special day. What I believe, I'm not one thing I believe in my life, I'm not this, celebrated. How do I put it? I believe to celebrate every day of my life. What do I mean by celebrating every day of my life? Okay? I appreciate every day of my life. If I want to get this today, okay, and there's something like I'm gonna get, I will get it, and I'm okay. If I don't have to get it, like I want to cook rice on Tuesday, why every other person cooks cook on Sunday, I will cook it on Tuesday, and the Sunday I might choose to eat fufu. So go according to your plans, go according to your needs, go according to what works for you and your family, go according to what gives you peace, what gives you satisfaction, okay? Because what is in the other person or the other person's life and plans, they are different. Someone might have planned for 3 years to get what you might be seeing today, and they want overnight to have the same thing that person have, No, please, we're gonna cause yourself heart attack. You're gonna cause yourself, unnecessary, sadness and all of those. This is December. There are many Decembers to come. January will come. You know, you don't ride the ride this December doesn't mean you will not ride it next year or 2 years or 5 years to come. Work for it and plan for it. Okay, so that you even live to enjoy those. Okay, there will be many Decembers to come. If you don't have hair for the December, my dear, it is okay. You know, put on what looks good on you. You are good to go. That self-esteem, that self-confidence, it gives you its own peace. And I'm telling you, this will be my Christmas hair. I'm telling you, honestly. Someday I'm going like this. And it's not as if I don't have hair to put on, okay? But it's just, you know, I'm good. And I might choose to put that hair on a Tuesday, you know, that I'm not even going anywhere, okay? So I have to live it like, you know, it satisfied me. Is that my feel? I feel happy about it, not because another person is doing it. You know, it gives me that you know, that comfort. Okay. If every person is tying wrap and I feel like to wear skirt and blouse, I go with it. These are the things we can control. There are things within our power that we can control. Okay. So things within our power, you know, we try to control that in order to live our lives, in order to be who we are, in order to be happy, you know, in order to live our life of purpose, in order to have, you know, mostly innermost peace. Udo ime more, you know, without being dragged. If not, I'm telling you, life will drag you back and forth, and we'll just end up living a very miserable life. And we want to experience that. And those things backfires by, you know, old age, even quite before old age. You know, you even believe in every way is aching, like so many unnecessary stuff. We have to learn how to dump those out of our way. Okay. So my message, please, there will be many Decembers. Whatever you have with your family, have fun, enjoy it, and leave the rest. Okay. And then if there is something you so crave for, the ones you so crave for, work for it, plan for it, and get it. And you know you're getting it because you work for it, you plan for it, you want it. Okay. Not because another person is demanding you to do it, or you're doing it because of someone else. Okay. So let's try and get to certain things, you know, in this life with our lifestyle, so that it will be easier for us. Okay. So that's my message. And for the Christmas, hopefully, you know, we'll still come before then, but our messages will be coming out there. We wish you all a Merry Christmas. Okay. We wish you all a safe one. Okay. Be safe. Merry Christmas, and have a wonderful one with your families. Okay. This is Chris Lucci Initiative. We're on this course to give meaning to life. We love you all. So the floor, I'm done. So if there is any other thing, yeah.
Yeah, so my message to everyone would be build your self-confidence, love yourself, be satisfied with whatever you have. Do not compare yourself with other people, because you don't even know the financial strength of other people. You don't know who bankrolls other people that you compare yourself with. So you have to be self-confident, love yourself, love what you're able to do for yourself. It might look little, but you know, wear that little like it's a lot, and be proud of yourself. I'm going to sign out with just a quick story. In 2015, I had my birthday celebration with a few friends. We hung out. Somehow, one of my friends' colleague came into the mix. She had actually come to meet up with someone, and evening, this someone placed an order, called someone, and iPhone 6 was the in thing then, and iPhone 6 was delivered to this bay. What this means is that by the next day she didn't. Now there's a colleague, the competition with this lady. Let's just assume that there's a colleague like that, and then you see how she came to work with a brand new iPhone 6. Then because you want to meet up, you go and take your savings and buy same iPhone 6 because you want to impress someone who has gotten it without sweating, who has gotten it without even blinking an eyelid. So be satisfied with whatever you have. Plan ahead. As they say in Nigeria, good things don't they finish for markets.
Exactly.
And like Oluchi said, many more Christmases will come. All we ask for is life. Ndubisi. As far as we're concerned, 2023 is going to be better than 2022. So we are going to manage what we have for 2022. We are alive to see 2023. So don't give yourself hypertension. Don't give yourself high BP. Be happy with whatever you have. Wear it like a lot. Use it like a lot. Feel good in it. Be confident in it. And live your life without stress. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that message. Thank you so much. That's a good one. That's a good one. So, Miss Abigail, do you have your message before we call it a day?
You guys have said it all. If I say anything on this again, I will take away from the message. So I'm good. I'm filled up. So thank you so much. I enjoyed myself, and I don't want to take away from your message. So good for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Our viewers, thank you all so much. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for your love. You know, we really appreciate those. And they will continue to live the cause of this dream, the cause of this goal. Many more to come. We're heading somewhere, and together we all will make it. We all will get there. And we will indeed make that impact. Please always, share our message if you find it helpful. Okay, like, comment, include your suggestions. You can give us ideas to talk about, like topics. Okay, you can suggest anything you want us to do. Okay, this is for a good cause. Every positive ideas, they are welcome. Okay, so thank you all, and have a blessed week ahead. And thank you all, my hosts. Please, I have to make this, and I will say this public. Whenever you're hosting me, you all will do the talking. I will do the answering and cross my legs and be the queen and act like the queen. I hope I make your day smile. Thank you, Mr. John. God bless you. God bless you. So we have to call it a day. I love you all. Bye-bye.